Okay, dear parents and dear teachers, we are here. I placed a few videos, I'm just doing the best I can. I combine them, I'm very sorry, but my phone sometimes it's full and I can't have many options of organizing everything, and I don't have much time either. So thank you so much for your understanding. Okay, so some videos are for the house and classroom cleanup, and some others it's explaining how parents and teachers can record the students' videos. So for parents that will be recording, they can only record if they have the whole set for that age group. Everything for elementary, or everything for middle school, or everything for high school. Okay? This is just for other parents and other teachers in other cities, countries that do not have access to Waldorf and Waldorf-inspired education to have an idea. Okay? Nature-based teachers and Waldorf teachers, Waldorf-inspired teachers, and any other teacher that think they have very good outside learning games, they can go ahead and post them on YouTube only and say the word ahead, so for everyone to know. If it's Waldorf, put Waldorf, because that's the main word. Everyone already gonna have an idea. If it's nature-based, put nature-based, outside learning games. Waldorf, outside learning games. Okay? All right, so for other people to have a base and an idea how is that work of teaching students in the more positive and sustainable way. Okay? All right. Teachers, gonna see here, teachers will also have an opportunity. Kindergarten, preschool grades in general, nursery, kindergarten, can also record their classrooms and the kids playing. And also outside, all their play areas, and then with the children they're playing, for them to have an idea. Okay? All right. So the games are for everyone from infants to 12th grade. Okay? All the outside learning games. All right. Shall we start? Here are the videos. I hope they are helpful. Thank you. And also for drawings, okay, of the child. If the school or at home you can keep going, you have 1 week or 2 more weeks, because we really don't know, right, when there will be the organization launching day. Go ahead if you have color pencils and crayons. We are not having black and white. This one is acceptable because it's in blue. But if it was in black pen, it's not acceptable. All right? So this one is okay for children that can manage ballpoint. Okay, ballpoint pens. All right? So it needs to be colorful without black for crayons or for color pencils. Thank you. Okay, for the assignments from first grade until 12th grade, it's very important one detail. For example, we rather have one that have more notes made by the children on writing instead of something they got 100 here, for example, but it's not much written on their work. So you're gonna make a balance. Which one are the best? Because we need both things, right? We need both things. So you can have 2, that's 100 or 90, but also we need some to prove the child handwriting. In the same way for an essay or for a paragraph written in a subject. All right? We need that child handwriting. How that child was writing. So it's very important. Or like this, or like that. So for example here, the child got 88 and it is also the child handwriting. So those are very important. If you're gonna keep 2 the best notes, keep 2 with the most writings to prove who it is. Okay? And also for the one that the child took 100, it's important to have some, at least, let's say 10 words. Let's say 10, right? 8 or 10, to prove the child handwriting, it's important. Okay? All right. So 2 by the grades and 2 with the most notes for each area. Those basic subject areas. Thank you. Okay, so here are some examples of notebooks, right? Every school done in a different way. All right, so here for teachers can keep, one or two notebooks with their previous work of things that they think is really important, like this one, for example. That's just an example, okay? They can keep or print out or whole notebooks, take the pages that are good, only the pages that are good. What they're going to do? They're going to do the same exercises using English. For example, this one is very easy, 6th grade. They're learning English, right? So what they have to know? The numbers 1 to 10. Look how simple it is. Even that's a 6th grade. So for the details on what to get things, they are going to use their language, because the kids do not know many things yet. But if they know, as soon as they learn some basic words, you're going to change those words for English words, okay? It depends, of course, if you have a projector, if you have nothing, how that's going to be done, or if you're going to do at the class board, right? The teacher's board. Okay, so this is very simple, just an example. Or here for area, if you're calculating area, all right? So, and games that you did, learning games, for example, the same way. You're going to do the same games that they are used to, how you did it, if you did, of course, in English. All right? With very simple words, you can get it done. All right? And they do not know yet, you can speak at your own language. All right. So this is a very simple example. So, for example, if you did something like that, this is not a Waldorf school, of course, but you can get the best pages of 1 or 2 students, combine them, make your own, and do the same games, the same games. For them to have an idea. Of course, you're going to substitute everything that's bad for good things, okay? But look at this. That's some type of things we're going to have in the future. But for some, we are going to have notebooks copying the most as possible and little gluing as possible, okay? Until our proper examples are made, all right? So the other thing is for math. If you already know, for example, for multiplication, gonna be as done in the United States, that's most countries are using that way. Oh, and until the organization launching, they don't teach anything different math. Why? Because different. You can go back to what you already taught, because it's easier for them to relate with English, learn the English if you use the same thing, but don't teach anything new. Why? Because you're going to decide for each grade how will be the most sustainable and easy way to do calculations, because countries does all sorts of things. Like division, some countries, they do it up, going upwards, and some countries do division going down, so look at this, so United States, they do the opposite way as we done in Brazil, and some other countries also do in different ways. So look at that, all right? Just for you to have an idea. So please, volunteers, go ahead and already get your students, learn, if you're familiar with different ways, already look online what's already posted, or if you know something even better, go ahead and post online. Okay, look, this is another one. Very easy exercise. The children just need the numbers 1 to 10 and play outside and play outside. Don't stay inside. It's only 30 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna focus on that. And division, multiplication, everything, subtraction, addition, everything, you're gonna be playing games, jumping ropes for the kids' brain to work. All right, because they're inside too much. United States, we don't even have recess. Middle school students, high school students don't even have recess. So that's very important. Okay, so if you are from a traditional school, but if you did something like that, go ahead. You're gonna be doing all these things, jumping ropes, and already start learning the words, the symbols in English. Okay, so horizontal, vertical, go ahead, look at that, and then you try everything. Do outside games, jump ropes. Look here, another game. You see, for them to count the negative, positive, and zero. Okay, integers. Some words we don't know how we're gonna use, which one will be the best. But what you already taught, please go ahead and teach the same most important things in English. Choose a few. Like for 4 weeks or so, make a plan for 4 weeks, because until that, for sure, we're gonna have the organization launching day. So when you have your meeting with the other teachers of your school, already plan for each grade what math you're gonna give or not, which games you can give for now that's simple to learn, if your students are learning English, because remember, the most important is the English, but you're gonna focus with things that they already know, and timetables every single day. Okay, every single day for at least 10 minutes. For those 20 minutes, timetables, because that's really important. All right, so look, it's a man but sweaty. All right, well, okay, so you have some examples, cut out the pages or the games that you use a lot with your kids. If you didn't do any, get a few and focus on those few that you think will be important for life. Okay, this book is over. It's just for you to have some idea. All right, so other games like that, the same way. Don't know if you can see here. All right, do the same games as you did before. Okay, but in English, so they can start learning their vocabs. All right, and then teachers, please tell their kids, you don't have to keep things anymore other than those 4 very special items for all regular school, because the children, many times they listen their teachers much more than their parents. If their parents give them the notice, sometimes they're gonna doubt. So teachers, make sure, because that's done in class. Okay, so for some few other things we rarely gonna do, like the 4, the square folding in, and which other game, airplanes. So those paper games are good, but maybe once or twice a year, no more. All right, so we're really gonna give value to paper. I think twice a year is fine. For the airplane, 11, for elementary school age children, from 1st to 4th grade. That's our new element gonna be 1st to 4th. They can do airplanes or something else, I think twice a year. So if they have more, I think 2 items out of paper, so we give value. I think that's gonna be a basic decision on that. So 2 paper items twice a year, no more. All right, And if they have a way, because it's fun also, right? They can make the paper, use a lot, save them another day, but to make for new paper, that's, I think, is very sustainable. Okay? All right, I think we're doing great. For everything that we don't use, if you don't have a better option, like for basketballs and things like that, you are going to use the best as you can for tests that were made, and the others you can tell the children. You do not have to keep more than 4 work. All right, so here for ancient, let's say here, this is not a Waldorf book, but if it was a Waldorf book, you can show ancient civilizations. All right, you can show if it's in English, because no one gonna teach anything of previous civilizations now. Okay, we're gonna focus on the garden work as already said, but if they are in English for old civilizations and Waldorf only, the families can go ahead and record their videos. Okay, all right. So for the house cleanup, each family can keep maybe one game, if they already have set up, if it's about garden work, okay? And the ones that are print out, they can have 1 or 2, if it's not related to anything bad, as I said. Okay, so if the children don't have anything else, something like that is acceptable. All right, some work they did, because some children rarely they do something. So here what you have a basic, you have a proper image related to nature, how it's located, right? So you have the basic and the sky there. So if you don't have anything better, this is fine. That is that's okay to keep what? About 4 for basic drawings like that, okay? And for Waldorf work, I'm gonna tell you after. Students, Waldorf students, because we're gonna need those collections, right? We're gonna need those collections for people to have an idea. They're gonna see the videos. Yeah, I think it's good with that. That's enough. And their students to keep, I think maybe up to 10 or 20 best work and no more pages, not the whole notebooks. We're gonna start everything new, right? So I'm gonna give a decision on that afterwards. So every Waldorf student can keep up to 20 pages, written or drawing. If they're positive with all the standards, everything, I think that's good, right? They keep up to 20, if they're really good, of course. All right, okay. Okay, highlighters. So from day of notice, you're not using them anymore. But markers, every school can keep a few to mark numbers on water bottles, permanent markers. Keep them a little longer until better instruction will be given at the organization launching day. But we're not having highlighters. If you do not have color pencils, because many traditional schools don't give value to color pencils until they arrive, you can keep 1 or 2 until the last day, the cleanup day, of course, because after cleanup day, no highlighters. But yes, keep your permanent markers, all your permanent markers in the office, and until more information will be given. Okay? All right. So I think, let me see if I have something else. Okay. If your schoolwork has something like that, for example, ketchup that we're not valuing, or battery that's not healthy, what you're gonna do? Just as I said, for the 4 assignments, keep the best one for each child. Send them home. And if new ones come and it's not the organization launching day yet, the parent's going to decide with that child which ones to keep. It's up to 4. All right, send it home, they decide. Okay, for the house cleanup, if you have batteries that are not used or used, you're going to recycle them, keep in a safe location. Of course, if you don't have any other electricity, some people live in a rural area. A flashlight will be held instead of candles, because we're not going, after organizational luncheon day, we're not going to call fire trucks anymore. Okay, so if you have, it's better to keep batteries instead of candles and matches and lighters. All right, so that is we're going to keep. Okay, all right, so for the house cleanup, we are going to use all shampoos we got, all the dish soap, clothes detergent. We are not throwing them away. We are going to use every drop. Use safely and drops the best as possible, because, you know, we're going to give value to them. All of them. People that have too many can share with neighbors, but not to send to thrift stores. All right? You can share only with people that you really know, not to people just met. Okay, if it's detergent, because we don't want anybody to mix bad things and give to other people. Only to people you really know. If you arrive in a new location, we're gonna give new things for you. All right, so if you have Kleenex, nose tissues, what you're gonna do? Use them, every single one. Okay, you can use them for whichever you need. Okay, as toilet paper, or if you have a nose probe, we are not throwing them away. And also packets like that, you see, these packets, this type, keep them all. This is very important. You don't want to waste any paper, any color pencil, okay? You don't want to waste them. It's important. All right, we keep those things. All right, so I talk already about tests, right, about homeworks and drawings. So in resume, right, 4 tests or 4 special assignments for each grade of each area, of those most important ones. Okay, so if you have something like that, it's a box full of pencils. Okay, so what you're gonna do? You can keep them in a transparent bag. Put them all together in a hard transparent bag, or most transparent as possible, and throw away the box. Keep in a safe location, and gonna give value until they're really, really tiny, about 4 centimeters or so, that we can still use and sharpen them up. Okay, so this is about boxes and also crayon boxes. Okay, all right, if you have flashcards, what you're gonna do? Keep them all, and use really, really well. Very important. So if you have, let's say, a business card, right, from someone. This one I just got from a book from the library, but anyways, was stuck in there. So get, and you're gonna use, what you're gonna use for? You can use for supermarket, reuse them. Don't throw them all away. Every tiny piece of paper is important. You're not going to keep them like that, because every house is gonna have a can. You're gonna keep them like this, okay, because we are sustainable. We are not giving or receiving businesses cards anymore, but you can use a scrap paper, that's fine. Okay, so what else I can say? If you have something like that, hooks and things, so we're not using those things. You know, you put on the trash or things like that. You can separate the plastic to the metal part, put on recycle bins, okay? So for everything, you're gonna do the best as possible according to your reality, okay? All right, my friends, thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Okay, my friends, so now we are going to talk about Waldorf preschool videos, okay? All right. So who's gonna be doing that? Only teachers, okay? All right, so the same way, up to 5 families per, up to 5 teachers per language, okay? All right, I think that's plenty for others to have an idea. The video is going to be short, the best as possible, people to have an idea, that's the main thing, okay? All right, so how the teacher going to do? Teacher going to go over the classroom first, and they're going to show the different locations, different, different play areas. So they're going to show the doll's house for children, right, where they have a little wooden table, a basket with some clothes for them to change, another basket with some fabrics, small fabrics they play, another basket with big sheets, okay? So the teacher gonna do that. They're gonna show, without children, gonna show all these places. Another area with the wooden doll's house, you know, that can open up, or it's open already, you know, wherever they have, it's fine. Show what you have. An area with some logs, small boards, not logs, sorry. The logs only if they're tiny ones, right? Up to this, maybe 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 or 5 by 20, and the small logs that they can put around when they're building cities or something like that. Another area with the little wooden cars and small pine cones where they build little cities, okay, some blocks. They are there with their play clothes by the doll's house. Okay, show your areas, what you have inside without any children, everything already organized, okay? Even some crowns for kings and princesses, okay? All right. And some craft materials without glitter, without plastic, because some Waldorf schools were using those things. So make sure you're gonna have the real Waldorf, okay? And already on a new way, no leather, okay? If you need to take one or other thing out, go ahead and take it out. Okay, so you're gonna show everything, all right? Your class, okay? And then you're gonna show with your children. How you're gonna show? When they're playing, but not their faces. You're gonna show them sideways, you know, and things like that. So that will be great. All right, so you're going to show them playing, not with their front faces. All right? So the parents, families that never heard about Waldorf work or Waldorf-inspired work have an idea. For preschool, we are only doing real Waldorf. We are not doing Waldorf-inspired with the ABCs, any introduction to literacy, nothing of that. We are only going to do plain Waldorf, okay? All right. So we're going to show them very quickly, you know, because if they need, they can stop. Very quickly them playing. You can say a few words, that's fine. Here they do this, here they do it, and show their play area, okay? And the children dress up, and they are there, they're building their blocks, and they are there with the boards, wooden boards, flipping their table. They can do the ships. So if they have one table like facing this way, the other table I used to play with my children. They flip the second table and on top of that, and can be a ship, can be an airplane, or whichever they have. It's good for winter days, and it's also important for them to play inside and don't be outside all the time, okay? Because they need some quiet time and, play with other things. Our work is not to be outside all the time, okay? All right. So you're gonna show them and get authorization of those parents that by any chance you got their side faces, but not front at all, just a little bit on the side. If you think is important, get their authorization of just that very few before you post them online. All right, if you don't have 5 teachers yet, post on that language. So the title gonna be the same. First, you're gonna say the language, Portuguese, German, or Italian, okay, wherever it is, Chinese, Japanese. First is the language, and then you're gonna say Waldorf preschool, and then you're gonna say class, play areas. Okay? All right, and only teacher's gonna do that. All right, you show them a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna combine these 2 videos, the one without children, you're gonna go around, and the one with children. All right, you're gonna show for the work area, play areas, you're gonna show a little bit the whole class, and then you go walking around and showing them for them to have an idea. Okay? So up to 5 families, that's enough. Let's make 5 families. 4. Let's do 4 families for each language. Yeah. Improvement here, okay, for everyone. Improvement for the grades, improvement for the preschools. Up to 4 families, I think that's plenty, okay? If you see that your video is better than another one already posted, put them in, okay? Put them in, and because the other families that post them, teachers in the case of preschool, gonna post them, what they're gonna do? They are going to delete theirs if they see that other people posted a better one, all right? They're gonna see, wow, wait, 5 families. All right, so the worst one gonna take them out. So we always gonna have 4 videos, 4 families, or in the case 4 preschools, not 5 anymore. All right? Okay, so you record everything of the classrooms, them playing, done. Get the authorization of kids, you record their face, but the video is good. Go ahead, get authorization, signature from their father and mother, done, date, keep that paper, small papers, okay? Give to the department director of records that's gonna stay at that school, done. Post your video. You don't have to say your name. We're not going to have teacher's name, all right? That authorization paper, just in case is needed, and then it's over. Because soon all those videos going to be deleted, and going to choose just the best one for each country in English, all only in English afterwards. But for now, for these 28 weeks, for teachers to have an idea until they learn English, so that's important for them to have little videos like that. Maybe up to 8 weeks or so of those 28 weeks, we're going to keep those videos on those languages. All right? I think up to 8 weeks, because it's going to be faster, right? 4 or 8 weeks. I'm going to tell you afterwards. But I think that's sustained, maybe just for 4 weeks. And after that, only in English with their subtitles. Yeah, I think just to be easier, right? Because they see the image, and or maybe by the organization launching day. Let's see afterwards. All right, so you have your class without and with children. Now, that's the first part, the classroom. The second part is the garden area. All right? Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go outside. Excuse me. You're gonna go outside and show your play areas in the same way without any children. First, you have a whole view, and then you go to specific locations. All right. So outside, what we have? First, we have the little storage room or cabinet or shelf, or every school is different, with some watering cans, with some garden tools or a ball, the play rope. Some people keep the teacher's basket inside. Some schools keep the baskets outside on this shelf, wherever you have there. All right. Then you have the playground. That's a wooden set. Some schools have a little house, right, for the children to play, a mini house. Some schools got, most school got a sandbox, right, with lots of sand. Okay, so you're gonna go to these different logs. Most schools got logs for them to move around. Small logs they clean up. If they made something very beautiful, they can stay for the whole week, right? Depends what the children build with those boards and with those logs they're gonna put on those locations. All right, so that's good. So what you're gonna do next, you're going to record the children playing with them. Okay, the children arrive, you already tell the parents, you tell their children, so look, we are going to record this video. Let's play beautifully today. You say a few words, okay? If you see that I'm recording, don't ask questions, just keep playing. You say a few words to the parents as well, okay? Done. Awesome. All right. So you're going to do that. And then you're going to have them playing in those same locations, all right? And of course, don't have any plastic, and make some tents, because I did that many times. You bring the basket with big sheets, they can make plants, I forgot the word now, like a wooden brace, wooden frames, right, for children to make their tents. So you bring them out and play, and every school is a little different. Some of them keep the little pans for cooking, pretending they're cooking. They keep them outside on this shelf with the garden items. And some bring inside, wash, and every school is a little different. Okay, so you're gonna share them playing, done. Post, get these two videos together and post that way. The language, say Waldorf preschool videos. We are not doing Waldorf Inspire preschool. Preschool here, and then you're gonna have two separate classes, all right? Here. So you're gonna have, if it is parent and me, you can put like 2 to 4, right? Or you can put the real kindergarten. All right? So parent and me, usually infants, 2 years old and things like that. And then 2 to 4, some schools call nurseries, right? Or kindergartens. And in some schools they're combined, so that's fine. Okay? So you're gonna make sure if you have a better work than others, you post, and someone is to delete if they see that theirs is not the best one. Okay? Okay, so I think we're doing good. I think we can keep those for up to 4 weeks. After the organization, up to 4 weeks, just for these school things from infants to 12th grade. Okay? All right, no Waldorf Inspire for anyone. I think that's enough and really good, and we can go from there. Oh yes, sorry, I forgot. So here in the class, you can ask someone to help. The other part you're gonna do are the games inside and games outside. So here you're going to place cleanup time, the song you use. If you already have, because many Waldorf schools already teach English, right? With the finger games, you already use English the best as possible to inspire them. Okay, so you can have one in your language, if it's Italian, for example, one in your language, one in English, and here too, one in your language, one in English. So, and here, class games, so you can do the finger game, you can do the rhythm for them to have an idea. You can plan ahead and do maybe 4 different rhythms that are short, just for people to have an idea, okay? On previous ones, for kindergarten, older kids, they can do that rhythm. Also little circle games, right? They have, so that will be fine. All right, outside you're gonna do the same. You did the free play, right? You do the free play. You're gonna do cooperative games. That's properly for each age group. Okay, if you're really sure, that's Waldorf. Okay, and you can post them on this video. All right, so you're gonna have options and people gonna have. All right, when you're gonna, if you can, you know, the best is you have to combine those 2 videos. And in reality, gonna be 4 different moments of the day. You have to combine those. So just the class with the kids here, just the class with the kids, and then the games, the class games and the class games, right? And outside the same way. So you're gonna do first what? Just the areas with the children, and then free play, right? And season rhythms, right? The 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Every school is a little different. And here you have the, for real Waldorf usually is 3 weeks, right? And here you have some extra games. So you're gonna see some rhythms and some games. Okay, so you have 4 things here as well. All right. For example, outside rhythms can be the spring, right? Some school does the circle games and things like that. Just do the best you can, you know, if you're up to 4 teachers. 4 teachers. Oops, where is it? Here. 4 teachers, not families, 4 teachers. For preschools, 4 teachers. Okay? All right, so thank you so much. We're doing great. And let's post those videos. I think up to 4 weeks after the organization day is fine. And if we have set up ahead before, we're going to have only English right away from the organization launching day and on. The best selected. Otherwise, we can keep those in different languages for people to have an idea. Yeah, and you're going to look online. If they are already deleted, it's because no more is to be placed. All right? And we're going to inform you about this all. Thank you so much, my friends. I really appreciate it. Oh, I forgot. Inside, you're also going to do a little bit, just a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes or so, about them coloring, beautiful ones. Some examples, you can show some teacher examples of their coloring, samples, right? And children coloring without showing their face, but that's fine, just them coloring, no black, right? All these Waldorf things that we know. And the handcraft for preschools, show them, you know, maybe 1 minute each of these extra activities, because they're very nice. So the videos are not too long, it's just to give an idea, all right? And outside activities too. So when people sat down, a teacher sat down, you know, they put that big fabric on a playground while the teacher is supervising the kids, they're doing something. They're folding their napkins, or they're folding their laundry, right? Little small fabrics that came from the laundry, or they're sorting out seeds, or opening up seeds, or taking seeds like sunflower seeds from the flower that they're already dry. So they always do a little work together, or on a picnic table or on a floor. Every teacher is a little different, but they do different things there while they are supervising. And then the teacher, what the teacher does, get up and play a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay? All right, we're doing great. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. And you can add anything else that's really important. You can show them a little, of course, you're gonna be singing some songs, very small ones here and there, and try to make your video shortest as possible. It's just for people to have an idea, because soon gonna be only the English version from English school. All right, for the English, it's a little different. So for families, for all those grades, and for preschool teachers, for preschools only, from English speaking countries, gonna be different. Let's say we're gonna have 10, up to 10 families posting their children work, and up to 10 teachers posting preschool and kindergarten work. I think that's sustainable. Why is that? Because we are going to choose the best. So the teachers that are willing, the first 10 is first 10. The ones after that need to watch them all to have an idea. You know, they can get their family members, friends, and neighbors to evaluate to see if your work is better or not. Or you just get that specific item that you can add and you put update. You update 4. And then you put preschool. Always Waldorf first, because when people search up, all the Waldorf things gonna come up. And then you put Waldorf preschool, okay? Or Waldorf elementary, okay? All right. So why is that? Because we can instead of recording everything, you're just gonna add a little something, 1 minute, 2 minutes, you know, of what those 10 is missing. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so for English, that's an improvement now. No more than 10 will be posted, even that your work is better. Okay, we're just gonna have the 10 best ones, and after that you're gonna put the words Waldorf update, and then you're gonna say, you know, improvement for this, improvement for that, and say quick and, you know, get it done. Take a picture if it's a notebook, or you can sing the song if you have a better song for that season or for that you know, option. All right, I think we're doing great. Yeah, just for people to have an idea, 10 will be enough. All right, and also improvement for other languages. The first 4 families gonna place the first four teachers for preschools, preschool classes, and for the first 4 families doing the grades, no one gonna post any other after that. We're gonna just keep those, and they're going to do the same way. If they see something is bad, they're just gonna take the pictures, get together, and post it. Update Waldorf updates 4 elementary, or 4 middle, or 4 high school. Agreement done? Okay. All right, talk to you soon. Oh, yes. And the class teachers can gather a few handwork and a few watercolor and talk about them. Okay, and record just for a minute or so of them doing really watercolor. The teachers of the same school can combine and see, okay, I can do this video, I can do that, I can do this, combine and give to a parent that knows how to edit video and post them right away. Okay? All right, we're doing great. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. I'm really, really enthusiastic. I really appreciate my friends for all your work. Thank you. Okay, my friends, so let's keep talking about house cleanup, right? And some items can be also used for school cleanups, educational sites. All right, we are keeping every single type of eraser, okay? Because they're very valuable, okay? Even the tiny ones that come on pencils like that, we're gonna use until the end. If they break out, it's fine, keep them. Have a little plastic container, for example, like this one, your classroom, right? This is about what, 6-7 centimeters, tall. Keep, because sometimes they break apart, right? Some students even doing purpose. But anyways, they're all gonna be better. Keep them all in a container or larger container. The kids go there, put them back, because no one gonna have backpacks, remember? All right. So use all your pencils, black pencils, okay, because they're writing essays or sentence, you're gonna be using them all, okay? And you're gonna use them until you can sharpen them up. I use even tiny ones. Yes, you can use tiny ones in case really needed for older students. Use them. And keep the bigger ones for younger children, according to your reality, the best as possible. Okay, so at home as well, we're gonna keep all your erasers. All right, so that's about that. If you have chopstick, and if it's winter time or dry season, some kids get really bad. Keep one per family, no more. Okay, choose the best option you have, and you can keep one per family. And no more gonna be used, so save them really well until better instructions are given, because after that you're gonna only use a drop of the oil that are sold for each county. For example, some counties gonna have sunflower oil or safflower oil, and some other countries might have olive oil or other seeds, okay? So every county gonna have their oil. You can put a drop, in dry season or winter season. Okay, all schools that have badges like that with a string, lanyard, they're gonna be canceled. They can only use them for up to 2 weeks. They have 2 weeks to purchase the ones that are a clip, okay? They are a clip, like this one here. You see this one? It's a clip, okay? That's the one we are going to use. They have 2 weeks to substitute them, or everyone need with a big picture, of almost a half page, okay, almost a half page, and they have the name in bulk. They need the name in bulk, not like this one right here, all right? They need the name really bold, sorry, bold, very big, one name on first and last name, one name on the top of the other, with the barcode, okay, so they can scan, because we need that. And everyone gonna have that bracelet. Remember that non-removable bracelet. Everyone in all countries, even the headquarters family, department directors, president, governors, everyone, because that's the only way, my friends, we can track about what, 9 billion people, right? Okay, so all those, then you're gonna send them to trash, because about 2 weeks for it. Every community gonna be, I think, a good sustainable time for trash cancellation. Okay, if of course they already have their pickup day for all the items. All right, okay, so we got that done. We talk about this. All right, so some kids do a lot of paper glue and cut and things, all gonna be recycled. If they are a game the kid made, keep them, because you need a few games, right? Not, for sure, not if they're related to Minecraft, Pokemon, or Simpsons, or anime, and other Transformers, Harry Potter, and everything else. But if they're homemade cards, you know, and if they're positive about fruits, veggies, what can grow in your area, you can keep them or make 1 or 2 games on this transition time. Okay? If there are flashcards about any subject, if they're good, of course, you know, you can keep, let's say, 4 sets per class. Get the ones, if you already made them, get the ones that are best, the best written ones, or if it's in a country that were not speak English already, write in English simple sentences, okay? Simple sentence about that subject area related to the games you're going to be playing outside, only in English. You cannot keep anything that's not in English, okay? And for the family cleanup, try to have some games already with fruits, vegetables, seeds that you're going to be planting there. Okay? All right. So all the other school paperwork will be already sent out. Talk, of course, always talk. You have 2 weeks to talk to your family and clean up all the items. Okay? So talk to them, explain, tell that you're going to recycle, you know, and even Waldorf books, because we don't want to keep too much of those things. So children that did beautiful artwork in Waldorf schools keep the best. Yes, they can keep the very best ones for the family city office. And also some as an example, okay? If it's very good, parents can say, and with parents' authorization, right, and children authorization. My name is this and that. I'm authorizing you to use this video and the best as possible for your games and for your class books. Okay, you can go ahead and have them. So all those books we're gonna share with you now, or for 2nd grade or 7th grade or 8th grade. You can go ahead. What you're gonna jump? Things that are not positive according to our organization. Of course, if you already listen many of our videos. So what you're going to do? You're going to record those videos with your child. If it's an older child, the child can do themselves. If it's a younger child, up to 3rd grade or so, 4th, depends how your child is as well, you can record for them. Just select all the books of that collection and you can keep recording like I'm doing. Turn pages, you know, and fast as possible, say a few words, and people are going to stop when they need, okay? They're going to stop the video of those, some grades have 10 different books, right? Class books, right? That's for the whole, some do 3 weeks, some do 4 weeks or something like that. So that's important. You can record those collections, all right? And always say in the beginning, my name is this and that. You can even record the child saying that. I authorize, and then the parents. I authorize, in the same recording. After showing those 2 people faces, you can record your collections. What you're gonna take out? Information about old civilization, because that's gonna be guided in another way. You're gonna take out information about Vikings and everything else, okay? So things that you're sure that mythologies and from different civilizations, you are not including that. Wait for the organization information to arrive. What you're going to have in classes, what we're not going to have at all. Some things going to have a basic, simple information online, but not on notebooks made in class. All right? Okay. Okay, just for people, some of them is just for people to have an idea, all right? So even that you are in a country that do not speak English, it's okay. We are going to have for teachers that speak only that other language to have an idea how the book's gonna be made. So we are going to value really a lot Waldorf collections, because that's what we have right now for a few days or for a few weeks, all right? Until the new organization information with videos gonna be shown to everyone. Okay, all right. So for the other thing is that so that's for Waldorf collection. I'm gonna say and when you're gonna post those videos on YouTube, the main thing is the grade. So book collection for second grade, book collection, put already the title in English and on your own language, all right? And then I'm gonna give a few weeks after that, the people already have an idea on their language, okay, how it's made. We're going only to have the Waldorf books in English. The families that posted their children collection only in English. All right, but for now, go ahead. So before you do your child, make sure we already have, let's say, that grade. So for each grade, we are going to have, for each language, I think, let's say 5 options. So if that grade, yeah, I think that's reasonable, right? We're going to have, let me repeat, let me make improvement here. We're going to have 5 families total, right? You're gonna check first, because if you already have that 5 families on YouTube, we don't need anymore. So you're gonna have what? Total 5 families doing their collection books of Waldorf books on those topics already said. For what? Just for people of that country that speak that language to have an idea. Okay, for them to look up, because our work will be based on Waldorf inspired. We're not going to be really Waldorf, because many things going to be already different as you're already learning. All right. So how those videos on YouTube gonna be placed? Who gonna place those videos? Because we're not going to have hundreds of people placing things on YouTube. How we're going to do? I'm going to tell you right now. The first thing you're gonna do is check how many are already listed. Okay? So people gonna place their videos on things they done on this way. So the whole set, if you have at home the whole set for grade levels. So if you have all the books for elementary, or if you have all the books for middle school, all the books for high school. All right? And videos you can share from preschool. That's kindergarten class. All right, so let's explain one at a time. For books, you know, if you are a family, you have all the books of your child, they were done really beautiful, neat, with a special handwriting. So you can only post if they get these requirements, if they are complete, if they were done neatly, if they have margin on both sides. Because yes, I did that with my students from first grade on. First you start the little margin. How you start the little margin? With crayons, and then you go to color pencil, but you need beautiful margins, colorful. First is just simple lines. You can make improvements. Yeah, take 1 or 2 days, color them better, improve them better. All right, you can do that if the handwriting was done really neat and properly. All right, so you're gonna place you think your work is really done and got all these things. So handwriting, number 1, handwriting really good. Okay, they have margins. All right, you got that too. Beautiful drawings. Okay, beautiful drawings. All right, that's a number 3. Number 4, the work is neat. So let's place the work is neat. Number 5, you have all books for that level. Have all books for that level. O for elementary, O for middle, O for high school grades. All right? So if you do not have, so that's number 6. If you do not have those books already posted by another family, or if they're already posted but your book is better than them, okay, then you can post it. All right, if you're better than them, or you just go show a few images that are better than them. All right, okay. So, and then if you get all the 6 number 7, if you have title for them, okay, that first page and on a cover page, you need title. So the grade, the child's name, don't need teacher's name, don't need school name, you take that out. Avoid details, right? Yeah, take out. Put a little piece of paper if you have like the school name and if you have the teacher's name, because you don't need those things. Yes, but you need your child's name, first and last name. All right, because you're giving authorization, right? Or take it out if you don't want, so that's okay. This is a Waldorf book. I prefer to don't say my child's name, and you're welcome to use. Done, that's fine. You don't need to say your child's name or your school name or which seed you're at, but make sure you have only 5 families for elementary, 5 families for middle school, 5 families for high school, and 5 families for preschool work. That's not books, but will be preschool work. All right, so you pass all these 8 items. You're gonna see the number 8, it's videos already posted. You're gonna check they already have or they don't. And if they have, if yours is better and every other requirement. So you have 8 requirements before you plan to post a video. So the number 9 is take out, if you can take out the school name, your child's name, and teacher's name, if they are placed or you take them out. Glue a little white paper on the top. Okay? Little drops of white glue. Okay, so you done all that? Great. All right, let's go for the next step. All right, so we have all these 9 different requirements already said. Only if you are in a Waldorf school or Waldorf inspired school. No other school gonna be used from 1st grade to 12th grade. They're not needed at all. Okay? All right. So you are going to take out everything that we're not using. You jump those pages. For example, you turn that page fast, and if it's the whole rhythm, right, the whole season or the whole book itself, if we're not using, as already said, the mythologies, or things that we're not using anymore, like farm animal, unless it's about things we're using, like fisheries, if it's sustainable, and chickens, if it's sustainable, right? But if they are about cows and things like that, just turn that page quickly, okay? And for construction, for example, when they learn about basic construction, or for places they visit in town, if it's something that we are not doing anymore, just turn that page very quickly, all right? Instead of separating ahead, you don't need that, so you're gonna say. So here we are learning, we had, this book is about visits that we make, keep turning the pages, right? You're gonna keep turning the pages. Places we visit a bakery, we visit construction site, right? That's what we do. We visit a supermarket. We did visits in the city, right? So we are not having bakery anymore, but you can keep say a few words about the places you went. That's fine. Okay? All right. So we're doing great. All right. So you have all these 9 requirements. What you're gonna do? Okay, if you don't have 5 families that already posted that in your language, what you're gonna do, you can plan and go ahead and post it. Okay, you have all those requirements. How are you gonna post? The most simple way as possible, but you need to have the title, if, and post it on YouTube. Figure out how to do it. If you can choose one of those basic video editing. If you do not know how to edit videos, that's fine. Just make one without editing. How are you gonna do? Make your title. So here, for example, I put the 9 items you need, right? So you're gonna say, the first thing you're gonna say is the language, because that's the most important, the language. So you're gonna put the language there, right? So if it's in, let's say, German or Portuguese or whatever. All right, the first thing you're gonna put the language. That's the first, okay? And then the subject. So books, note or class, notebooks for 1st to 4th grade. Or you're gonna put right here in United States 5th grade, but then they have a small. Let's do this way, 1st to 4th. Why? Because we don't have to have a very small middle schools and very large elementary years. We don't need that. And then here we're gonna do 5th to 8th grade. All right, so here's the middle school. So you're always gonna put this title, class notebooks, Waldorf, because when they select, they're already gonna have and the ones showing up. So Waldorf class notebooks from 1st to 8th, middle school gonna be 5th to 8th, and high school gonna be 9th to 14th grade. That's the best we can do for now. We are not, of course, every Waldorf school, previous Waldorf school gonna be until 12th, but the new one's gonna be until 14th grade. All right, so you're gonna post those titles. So you do not have to edit. Write on a piece of paper, nice and neat, not messy as I did here, okay? And already post them. You can post them through WhatsApp or whatever option you have there, post them on YouTube, okay? After this beautiful title, and you say a few words about them, you can say the name of yourself and your child's name, or let's don't do it. Do you know why? so everyone will be the same. No one improvement. No one gonna say their child's name or gonna have their child's name. If by any chance you have anywhere on the front of their notebook or the first page, just glue a little paper, cut like a centimeter long, cut, glue, with 2 dots and cover them up. Yeah, that will be the best for everyone to be the same in all countries. All right, so, and you're gonna say which family are you? So first, and then after, if it's here or here or here or preschool, the preschool gonna explain afterwards. All right, the preschool gonna explain afterwards. You're gonna say, we are the 3rd family. We are the 5th family. Okay, we are the 5th family. You're gonna say that. All right, because we only gonna have up to 5 families for each one, for each language. So if it's German, if it's Portuguese, or any other basic language. All right, because some countries, have dialect. We're not doing any dialects, only official country languages. All right, I think that's great. Only up to 5, no more. Okay, and about the preschool, I'm gonna explain how we're gonna do in a separate video. My cell phone is not turning off. I'm very sorry.